Sorry for the interruption. Like I said, it's not the end of the night. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Peace and blessings. My name is Devonna. So first, disclaimer. I wanted to talk about my makeup. My 13-year-old daughter is an artist. She does illustrations. She's illustrated a book for me that I recently did. We both did a book together. So now she's into makeup. And so she was like, Mom, let me do your makeup for this video. So I was like, okay. So this is her finished look. I think we need to work on the eyebrows, but definitely I think she did a good job. So okay, I'm back. So I was talking about doing this new thing called closet confessions. So basically what I want to do is, as a mother, we of course have a whole day ahead of us, right? When we wake up in the morning. So at the end of the day, normally what I do is I say my prayer before I go to bed. Definitely I probably will not be looking like this because I'll have done my self-care routine. So I'll washed my face and prayed and everything like that. And I normally pray in my closet. This is my area. This is the area where I take to kind of pray and meditate during the day, because I definitely do pray quite a few times a day. So this is the area that I would end up in, and a lot of times as a mother you need your own special little place, and I found that the best place to be, despite right now because it's not the end of the night, so I am filming during the time that the babies are awake, so you may hear their voices in the background. Please don't pay attention to that. But this is a place that I normally would come to, because this is my little quiet place after they've been in bed, and after I've gotten them in bed and things. So every day will be a different topic that I kind of like. Every day I will have kind of thought over a topic during the day, because there's always something that you think about as a mother, especially me. I have 6 children, so I'm always thinking about how I can improve myself, what I'm doing wrong, where I'm going wrong, and what I can do different. So if you guys have any topics that you would like me to talk about in Closet Confessions, definitely drop them down in the comment section. But today, what I'm gonna do a quick one, because I don't have a lot of time today and I don't want to waste a lot of time. Today I'm going to do one called Staying Motivated. Basically I've been concerned with the fact that I don't feel much motivation. I homeschool my children. Quick background: I homeschool my children. I work a full-time job, and I am basically a stay-at-home mom too, and a wife. Every day I do not feel the same motivation that I once felt in the beginning. I don't feel that same passion, that same burning desire sometimes, but I think it's related to the fact that as women we get tired. We wear so many hats at once. We're accountants, we're cooks, we're therapists, we're teachers, we're laundry, we the laundromat. There's so many different things that we have to do. Sorry for the interruption. Once, twice, thrice, whatever, 3 times again. But anyway, so I was just basically talking about how, like, we are not going to always be motivated, because there's so many different emotions that we go through, overwhelming and things like that, and we know our emotions change. So in life, you're not always going to feel that same passion, fire, and motivation throughout your day that you originally felt when you started out on a venture. I know when I started out homeschooling my children, I was over the top. Like, my children can tell you, I was coming up with different games every day. I was researching, I was setting up things different ways. Like, I was in on it, and I'm still like that, but it's just that some different things have happened in my life, spiritually, mentally, and physically, that have maybe weighed down on me. But doesn't mean that I don't still want to do what it is that I'm doing. That's not true. It just means that every day it may be a little bit harder to still do what it is that I need to do, because I don't feel those same feelings. So basically like this, okay, in life, when you set out to work on a goal, you may not feel the same. Like when you first get an idea, like it's like this exhilarating feeling, right? You're like, oh my gosh, that's like such a great idea, right? And like now you're researching, you're writing down, like you just get this like this motivational high, like you're ready to take over the world. Okay, but as time goes on, certain things are going to happen. You might hit certain slumps. You might figure out like, well, dang, I can't do it that way because then this is what happened, or this is a law. Like if you're selling things, like, okay, there's certain retail laws, you know, there's going to be certain things that are going to come up that may actually dim what it is that you were feeling in the beginning when you first started. But what you have to make sure is that your why is stronger than the emotion that you originally felt when you started. So my whys, 3 whys: God, to be pleasing to God, to show God that I'm constantly pushing and persevering when it is that I set out to do something. When I say that I'm going to do something, pleasing to God. Second, myself. I'm always working on being my best. Being my best, and my best will change from day to day. It's not always going to be the same, but I'm always going to strive to give my best on a day-to-day basis. And then my third would be love. So love is not always an emotion, like we said. Your emotions are going to go up and down. My husband always says that, like, everything, you can't be emotional, you have to be logical. And to me, love is not only an emotion, it is a duty. When I love my family, when I love someone, I have a duty to them, and I'm always going to do my best to fulfill that duty, right? So my duty to my children, and my duty to my husband, and my duty to my friends, and my duty to my family, once I make sure that those duties are fulfilled, that means that I truly love them. Because people are going to change, right? Children change. The way children love you sometimes, you know, when they're babies, they just adore you, and they want to hold you, and they want to kiss you, and they want to love you. And then as time goes on, they gather their own thoughts and their own opinions, so they become a little bit more, you know, they give you a lot more push. They become disobedient, right? Your husband might do things to necessarily, excuse my language, piss you off. Your friends are going to do things that are going to probably piss you off. Everybody's going to probably piss you off. But if your why, you truly love them, we are able to move beyond that, and because we love them, we still fulfill our duty, which my duty is to be the best mother that I can be, to prepare my children for the world and give them the best of who I am. So those are my 3 whys. And so if my 3 whys are strong enough and I'm rooted enough in my 3 whys, then the emotion will eventually come at some point. The motivation that I originally had will come again. But the 3 whys are what keeps me pushing, because I'm always thinking about why I'm doing what I'm doing, right? So that's my closet confession. Every day as a mother, I do not feel motivated to necessarily be a mother. Some days, or a wife, or a worker. Some days I wake up and be like, another day. I'm thankful for another day, but I'm like, okay, so I have to do this crazy stuff all over again. Why can't I just lay in the bed? But like I told my daughter, I lay in that bed for 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, and I go over my whys. And I tell myself, I'm thankful for another day. I have to be productive. I have children. I made these choices, and I go over my whys, and I push myself to get up out that bed and do what it is that I know I need to do. And sometimes along that day, a word comes to me, I see something, and that motivation and that passion returns to me. But again, sometimes it don't stay all day. So I focus on my whys. So I really would like us as women to think about why we do what we do, and also not to come down hard on yourself if you don't feel motivated, or if you don't feel like doing what you're doing. As long as you get up and pull yourself up and you do what it is that you need to do throughout the day, you're a step ahead, and you should love on yourself for that and be thankful that you're able to do that. So I'm going to stop the video here because I don't want to keep blabbing. But next video will be um, a little bit more organized. So if there's anything specifically that you would like to ask me, please comment down below, okay? And please make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you can get notifications about when I have new topics that I'm talking about. I'll try to do different things on my channel, cooking and things like that, but right now I'm starting with closet confessions. So if there's anything that you are interested in me speaking about, please let me know below. Please let me know how you like this video, please, below. Please make sure to give me a thumbs up, like this video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, thumbs it down and tell me in below why you didn't like it, because I know I probably was blabbing. But anyways, have a peaceful night, and I pray that you find your whys and that you push yourself throughout your day and be the best that you can be, okay? Peace and blessings. Speak to you later.